Hi, we're back. With Parents' Fault. Okay, listen up. In case there's some part of that video you might not understand, I'll give you a couple of examples. Let's say you're a son and you never met your father and your mother raised you. Oh, there are a lot of examples I could give you, but I can only think of important ones because they only give me 10 minutes. Anyway, you want to know who your father is. Well, every time you asked your mother, she said what his name was probably, and didn't say too much about him, and it annoyed you. Oh, yeah. It can annoy you, I found out, for a lifetime. So you blame her because your marriage didn't work. You blame her because it bothers you so much that you have to go to a psych. You blame her because you didn't get the answers you were looking for. Okay, here it is. There are some things in this world that don't revolve around you. Really don't. You see, for you to get here, someone had to make love to someone else. But not anymore. Not today. But back when, yeah, somebody had to make love to someone else in order to get you here. Now, for starters, that could give you a hint as to how much the world has changed. Now you can go into a hospital, get a couple of shots, have a baby. Don't even have to go to sleep with a man. Back then you had to. Anyway. Now, do you know that you spend 1/3 of your life wasted on being angry at your parents? Yeah, I don't care what it's for. You spend 1/3 of your life wasting it by being mad at them. On things you really had no control over. No control over whatsoever. But you have managed to get angry at them for it. So you go to them, you ask them about your father, and they try to explain. Now, if this has been bothering you for a long time, and the answers don't suit you, you say, okay, that's enough, I don't want to hear no more. Sound familiar? And then you get a little older, and then you want to know. But guess what? When you want to know at your convenience, it's not always good. So you sit down, you ask, or you're on the phone and you ask, or whatever, and mom tries to tell you, your father this, and this, and that's all I know about him. I know I loved him. I must have really loved him. I had you with him. What is it you want to know or want to do? Well, you can either tell her you want to go meet him if he's still alive. Take your chances. But on the other hand, you're 18, you're starting a whole new life of your own. And since he didn't give two shits if he's still alive, then what is the big problem here? The problem lies within you, not within your parents. No. Because you got a single mom who raised you the best she could. This doesn't make her a bad mom because you had no father, you know. No, 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 no. Doesn't make her a bad mom. It makes her out somebody who loves you very much. And was willing to spend time and energy raising you, caring for you, loving you. See, but when you get something in your cruel, it sort of stays there forever, and all the loving and caring gets pushed aside like it didn't exist. Yes. And you know what? Most times, it's too late to want to be friends, because they're on their way out. That's how long some of you hold grudges and, yeah. Don't hold a grudge with your parents. And because in the funeral hall, you know what you're going to say? Oh, if I had only. And see, that's the decision you made. That would be a decision you would make. Oh, if I had only. Well, fine. If you had only what? You had all the time in the world to be friends with them, but you didn't like their answers, and you figured you deserved better ones. So, you didn't talk. You were miserable. You know, you cannot blame your parents for things they thought they were doing right. It's very selfish of you. Because I'm telling you, when you decide to forgive them, it's usually too late. But that's a decision you're making, not forgiving them. But you think is so terrible, which really probably isn't, but you made this big thing in your head about it. And you spent all those years worrying about something so stupid that it's gone. It's past tense. It's not reversible. It's irreversible. You can't do anything about it. Please, do not waste a lifetime so that when that person is laying in a box and you're looking down at them saying, oh, I wish I hadn't stayed mad so long. Oh, I wish I had forgiven you before. No, 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 no. Too late then, kids. Way too late. The river's crossed. The grass is grown. Too late. And you know, you never know when that box is going to come. Keep that in mind. They don't have to grow old to get in that box. They could get in a car and not come home the next day. And you could be standing the third day over their casket saying, oh, but I shouldn't have laughed. I really should have forgotten about it. I really shouldn't have put so much stock in it. No. This goes down to the why of these things. You never know when somebody steps out the door if they're going to come back in. So it's ever past tense. Leave it there. It hasn't killed you. You're still breathing. You made it to adulthood. You're doing fine. So please, all of you people out there who are blaming your parents for something that cannot be reversed, stop it. They're not going to be here forever. No, they're not. They're going bye-bye usually before you. So please, I ask you to love them and don't be angry. The holiday's coming. Start it off fresh, will you? Love you all. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen.